What is happening? What is going on, everybody? What is happening? Listen, guys, I'm just jumping on real quick. I wanted to do a quick show today. I know that this is not regularly scheduled time for me, but I wanted to do something this weekend and touch on things going on with the New York Knicks as well as All Star festivities. I know that there's other shows that are happening. I definitely don't want to impede or jump in on a day when other guys have stuff going on at certain slots. Like I said, I just wanted to jump on and do something real quick. Have a chance to talk a little bit about these Knicks this weekend, as well as the All Star festivities. I won't be too long, so hopefully, if anybody is going to be tuned in or watching anybody else today, they're welcome to do that as well. Shout out to those that I know. Shout out to those that I don't know. One thing I do know: every Sunday, I'm used to seeing, whether it be at 8 o'clock or a little earlier, Sports Vibes. They do their thing with my guy Keese and my guy Stephen Foxy. So, and I'm assuming they probably have a show very soon. So I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to impede on anybody's stuff. Uh, the point of this Knicks community is that we all are Knicks fans and want to do our thing, and root on our team. But I also think that we should try to support each other as much as we can. If you can't, I understand. It is what it is. Sometimes your show's got to go on at the same time somebody else's show's got to go on. But I'm cognizant of it. At least I try. Um, Shout out to JJ. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Salute. Yeah, man. Every day's a new day, and today's a new day. So we're taking it day by day. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. So, um, there's been some stuff happening, huh? Some stuff happening. I mean, All Star Weekend so far has been pretty interesting. I want to say that the dunk competition. Oh man, the dunk competition was not what some Nick fans might have hoped it would be. I mean, I knew it was going to be what it was, at least from our aspect of it. Because shout out to Jericho Sims, thank you for representing the New York Knicks in the slam dunk competition. However, I mean, just call a spade a spade. Jericho's a lob type dunker. You know what? He's a catch and lob guy. He gets some really great air time, some hang time. It looks beautiful. I've just never seen Jericho just come down the court, put it between his legs, and yam it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, I I wasn't really expecting much in this dunk competition, man. I know maybe some Knick fans are a little disappointed, but in fairness, one, you got to think of everything going into the game, into the competition. First off, Jericho Sims is like 6'9", 6'10", 6'9". All right, so with regards to dunkers, he's taller. So already he's got a knock against him. You know what I mean? Because usually guys who are guards or small forwards, guards really get the best looks, but small forwards, if you're around somewhere in between 6'6", 6'8", okay, it is what it is. But the smaller you are, the better your profile looks, the more dynamic your airtime gets. And let me tell you, that affects the judges and the fans. They see it looks like, oh man, look how high that kid got up. You know what I mean? Like, it just looks different. Now, Jericho, even though he does get that same type of height, he's still very tall. He's a big guy. It just doesn't look the same. All right. Now, the other thing is, as a Knick fan, we see Jericho. Jericho doesn't have that type of handle. And he doesn't. I have yet to see Jericho in a game come down and dunk it on somebody like after his move. You know what I mean? I see Jericho catching lobs or maybe a putback dunk. So I just didn't think this was a good fit for him. I appreciate that he was in it. He deserves the chance to be in it. I just didn't know if he had the right tools to get it done. And then the other thing is just, unfortunately, Jericho's kind of quiet. And in these slam dunk competitions, you got to be a little bit of a showman. You know what I mean? You got to have some flair. Sometimes it looks a little corny when guys do it, it's a little too much. But That's what wins over the fans when you're watching in person and on TV, and it definitely wins over the judges. So it is what it is. Like you have to kind of show that little bit of, you know what I mean? Like, it's about to go down. Look what I just did in your face. That was horrible. That's not what I'm trying to say. But you get my point, guys. That is not the way you do it. But I'm saying, like, you do something, you dunk, brush it off your shoulder. You know what I mean? Smile at the camera, bring a girl over from the crowd, cheese with her air. You know, I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. They do stupid stuff in these slam dunk competitions, bro. Maybe Jericho should have tried to do a D Brown, like go up and dunk it with two hands blindfolded and see if he stays conscious. Because once he hits his head on the rim, it's gonna be lights out. It killed me. I'm sorry, guys. I just thought of that. It's not a cup of Joe, but it's some iced tea. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe Jericho could have did something like that. Really, I it is what it is. I don't necessarily know why Obi decided not to be in it this year. Apparently he had his reason. I don't know what that reason was. Anyway, shout out to the chat. Shout out. Oh, look at this guy. Jose, what's good, my brother? That's one part of the trifecta. Still Knick fans. That's right. Ron, John, Jose. Let's go. La Tres Mascareritos right there. Appreciate you, my brother. Hope you're doing good on this Sunday, you and your family. Jay Boogie's in the building. What's good? Thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. Always good to see you. Wonder Woman is here. What's going on, Wonder Woman? Good to see you. Danny Landis is in the building. What's good? Salute. I'm actually just happy to see any of you guys because I know it's Sunday. This ain't my regular slot. Any of you guys tuning in, just I didn't even put no advertisement out. So I appreciate you guys just jumping on, man. Not for nothing. Big task at hand. Salute. Good to see you, my brother. I don't know. Hold on one second, guys. This is on Sunday. I might be getting a package. Let's see. Give me 1 second. All right, guys. That's one of the worst parts about being in a building with a buzzer. That is not just for you. Well, it's my buzzer, but obviously people are just ringing buzzers, willy nilly. So you don't know who they is it for me or obviously it wasn't for me. So that's great. Anyway, shout out to Pudge, nice in the building. Salute. What's good? Appreciate you, my brother. Knicks 100. What's good? Hold on. First, I gotta read JJ's first. Hold on. JJ said when Sims pulled that ripped 50, I cringed. Oh, that was so bad. Like I said, I I could have ripped some highlights to show. I don't want to show no highlights. I don't. That doesn't put my New York Knicks or Jericho Sims in a good light. Shout out to my brother. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna leave you alone, man. You don't deserve that. You don't need that stuff. It wasn't a good look. It wasn't. Knicks 100 said he didn't dribble the ball on his dunks. Big guys got to dribble the ball a little before they dunk. That's what I'm saying. Knicks 100. I've never seen him really in a basketball game. I haven't really seen him dribble and dunk. So I'm like, how am I going to see this in a slam dunk competition? I mean, if anything, that might have gave him a better shot at least being in the competition. Imagine you would have seen Jericho put it between his legs and then go up and under wrap it around and boom. You know what I mean? With all that height he gets, whew, he could have went up on under, and his head could have still been on the other side of the rim, and he could have been like boom, and everybody would be like, "Yo, damn!" Like he could have did something like that, but whatever, who am I? The girls, them sugar, you know what I mean? Like whatever. I can't comment. I'm just a fan. What do I know? Shout out to Kareem Grant. What up, twin? Good to see you. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. E. Gibson in the building. Salute. What's good? Appreciate you. Always a pleasure. Allah Wise in the building. Pete Sims has no personality. He a robot. Yeah, I didn't want to say that part, but you know what I mean? Mm. Like that's the thing. These slam dunk competitions is not just about the dunk. It's also about the flair, the personality, the showmanship, man. So, like I said, sometimes it could be a little corny. Some guys ham it up a little too much, and some guys know how to do it perfectly. Like they give you that mix of a great looking dunk, great personality, and the showmanship. It works out. Um, some guys don't even do much. They be like, this, like it's over or something or whatever. Or like, it just your dunk and just your confidence alone could be enough. But when you ain't showing those type of dunks and you definitely ain't showing that type of confidence out there, how you expect the voters to vote? How you expect the dunks to look to people? It's a dunk competition, man. This ain't no regular, average run of the mill, like, oh, I'm just go up and throw it down two-handed. And then he put his elbow in the rim, the two elbows. Okay, all right, fine. If that's your warm-up dunk, okay. Then you do it again with the one elbow, and then you pull out come on, man. What we doing here? We gotta do better, guys. We gotta do better. But shout out to Sims. Like I said, it ain't it, I'm happy for him in a way, guys, because you got to think about it. Is he the best fit for the slam dunk competition? Knowing his skill set and how he plays, no. But for him to be an introvert, to come out of his shell, be on the main stage in the arena, have everybody looking at you like this is all eyes on Sims. It's not like I'm on the court with the rest of my Nick brethren and I'm doing my thing. Like he was featured. So that's a good look for him personally, for his mental and how he goes about doing things for the rest of his life. That's a big look for him. So I appreciate that aspect of it. I'm glad he got the opportunity, and hopefully it translates. Maybe this helps him open up a little bit more, feel a little bit more comfortable. Because introverts, I don't know much about them, but I know they definitely like to keep to themselves. And so, this is a good look for him. So we'll take it like that. It's a positive for him personally. Uh, Danny Landis said, I thought Julius was going to win the 3-point contest. Yeah. You might be alone in that one, folks, because Danny, I did not. Once again, as I said, yes, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Whatever. I don't know. I think Julius just wanted the opportunity to be able to do something that he hasn't had a chance to do and normally wouldn't get the opportunity to do. And kudos to him. A good thing for him just to be out there doing it. Now, the way it looked maybe not have been that great. And of course, the meme of his son kind of cringing when he wasn't shooting good definitely doesn't help. But, whatever. Look, he had his moment and he did it. He did it. Yeah, I don't know, brother. I don't know, but it is what it is. Brooklyn Butch, salute. Appreciate you, my brother. Good to see you. Hey, Craig in the building. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't know. It's one of them things. Let's see. Geraldine McIver, the first lady of Still Nick fans and the Nick community, is in the building. Let's go. Let's go, Geraldine. Good to see you. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Craig. I really don't know why Obi gave up the spot. Um Maybe Obi's thought was he saw the competition and said that he doesn't want to do it in this way. He'd rather come back maybe next year when the competition is a little different, make it more exciting. I mean, because really, uh, hmm. Yeah, I think Mac McClung is really good competition. Although he kind of did the same dunk every single time. It was a variation. Um, why everything was a two-handed up and under or windmill type dunk, I don't know. Don't get me wrong, those dunks was fire. So props to him. He deserved to win. Those dunks was way better than what everybody else was doing. So straight up and down, he deserved to win. Those was fire, and those would have been good dunks in any competition. I'm just saying they were just variations of the same type of dunk. No one-handed dunks. No, you know what I mean? Like everything was two-handed, windmill, up and under type dunks. That's all I'm saying. But they were hard. And then the one he did with the kind of the windmill double pump clutch, and then wee, Mac McClung. Okay, now watch out. That was something, bro. That was something. Um, Jericho is Dominican. Yes, I know. I didn't even know that until I saw him speaking and them talking about him playing on the Dominican team when they do national stuff. And he said that's something that they're talking about that might be in the works. I did not know he was Dominican. Who knew? I mean, really, who knew? Mm. That's kind of like Al Horford. Who knew Al Horford was Dominican until we found out? You know what I mean? Like, you know, CC Sabathia. Who knew CC Sabathia was African American? I thought that he was of Latin descent with the name Sabathia, but I don't know too much about Sabathia. He was the first I've ever heard with that last name. Who knew? Like certain things like that in the league are interesting, or in leagues and sports leagues, because Sabathia plays baseball, obviously. Um, yeah, I agree. Knicks 100. McClung got busy, not taking anything away. I'm just saying, like, I would have liked to see him do some more creative dunks, like with, different hands or something. Not everything with the two-handed thing, but the dude is nice. The dude got air, and he stays winning slam dunk competitions from junior high, high school, college, or whatever to NBA. He's been here before. Craig, no, they did not fix my Mac, brother. I got my appointment is Tuesday. So I'm still using this what do you call it? Secondary keyboard. And yeah. It's fun. It gets kind of funky sometimes because I want to reach up here and start typing stuff, but I gotta stay down here. It's weird. Hopefully they fix it though, and don't try to charge me nothing extra. I mean, what's the point of paying for a warranty and protection if I gotta come out my pocket anyway? Like what are we doing? Shout out to Building Blocks in the building. Salute. Good to see you. Appreciate you. Victor Rivera in the building. What's going on, brother? Salute. Tito Horford was always known to be Dominican. Yeah, but I honestly, Building Blocks, when Al Horford came into the league, no one really talked about him being Dominican born. Okay. I mean, at least when I was watching him, no one was really talking about that. Now, it also could be because he was in a different setting and people didn't pay attention. I'm in New York. I'm a New York fan. He wasn't a New York player. So maybe it's just something that I missed. But I know that a lot of us was like, yo, I didn't know Al Horford was Dominican. I'm telling you, a lot of us didn't know. Sometimes you don't pay attention to certain things. Um, he's the Knicks 100 said, I saw it coming when he missed that dunk in Rising Stars game. I was like, wow, he was way up there in traffic. Mm, mm. I hear what you're saying. Soul Finger, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Always a pleasure. Yeah. Yeah. That was an interesting thing. Did I already say what's up to my guy? I don't know if I did. Ron Sarmiento in the building. If I did that already, then I'm doing it twice. You deserve it, Ron. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, so I mean that's what it is. So the dunk competition happened. Mac McClung won. Now let's put it out of our minds forever. I saw something online that it won't happen because of age and health and concerns like that. But I saw something online that said the next dunk competition should be Zach Levine, Obi Toppin, um, Zion Williamson, and there's somebody else I'm missing. There's one more guy, a real legit dunker. I forgot who it is. But anyway, like It should be that. And I think that's what the league should do every so often. Maybe every 3, 4 years, they do like an all-star dunk competition. Guys who have won it before. Or Morant. Hey, Knicks 100 is on it. That's right. So think about that competition, guys. Ja Morant, Zion Williamson, Obi Toppin, and Zach Levine. I mean, that would be crazy. And if anything, like Ron Sarmiento said, Aaron Gordon could be in there, or throw him in there too. Because really, let's not for nothing. The best slam dunk competition that most of us have seen. Now, I've seen more than a lot of people, so I can say that's not true. But for most people these days, in the last 20 years, the best slam dunk competition you've seen was Zach Levine and Aaron Gordon, hands down. So Zach Levine, Aaron Gordon, Ja Morant, Zion Williamson, Obi Toppin, that would be ridiculous. Just saying. Um, yeah, I mean, but that my whole point, JJ. I mean, we've talked about it again. I'll just say it real quick just to reiterate. Like John had mentioned it before. Like, it's true. Nobody knows these guys. So if to me nobody really knows these guys, right? Why don't you just open it up to the professional dunkers? Yeah, we know they're not in the NBA. We know they don't play the game and they can't shoot. They probably can't play no defense, but they can dunk their lives away, man. Like, these guys do some special dunks. Just make it a competition where take one NBA guy and one professional dunker and make it a tandem. Now that would be dope. Like, imagine Obi Toppin throwing it to I don't know his name. That dude, I forgot his name. He is incredible. But okay, just imagine taking 4 or 5 NBA guys and putting them on a team with a professional dunker. So it's 2-man teams for each, right? The regular NBA guy does his dunk, maybe with an assist or alley oop from the professional dunker, whatever. The professional dunker gets his thing. Like, make it like that. So now it's really a dunk competition. Like, you're gonna see some good dunks. And you got the NBA representation in it as well. If you don't want to just use professional dunkers, if you want to keep the NBA in it, make it a tandem team, 2-man duos. Come on, man. We got to get creative out here. Let me call Adam Silver. Let's see if I can get my job in the NBA. What are we doing here? What are we doing? I don't get it, man. Yeah, yeah. The problem is not enough players like it used to be. Yeah, well, it's definitely is different now. It definitely is different now. That's without a doubt, 100% facts. Jordan Kilganon. Yes, that's him, Ron Sarmiento. You see, that's what I'm talking about. These guys may not be known for their basketball skills, right? But he's a professional dunker. You see so much from him that you know who he is. And once you said his name, I don't have to say, I don't know if that's him. Like, when I see the name, I'm like, yep, that's him. Yeah, I mean, that dude his dunks is ridiculous. And there's other guys out there like that. I've watched some of these training videos, college guys who just do all types of sick dunks. There's plenty of dudes who can do it. So, yeah, the NBA got no excuse not to try to open this up and make it interesting. And I don't even care if somebody takes my idea and says, that's a great idea, let's do it. I just want the game, the competition to be better. So I could care less. Um, yeah. Oh, anyway, so that's what it is. What it is, guys. That's how it went down, man. That's how it went down. You gotta. Sorry, let me get that out of here. All right, so um, all I can say is I hope that next year they do a better job. You know, for all our sakes. Um, let me see. What was the? Let's see if I could pull it up here. I can add this and then we'll find out. So, I mean, I hate the fact that it's already after the fact. Yeah, Boulevard 73. He said it. Shout out to the chat. Get some street dudes. Yes. That's what I'm saying, man. The skills challenge, Big Task at Hand says the skills challenge is corny. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Although, let me tell you something. I do like the new Rising Stars thing. I do like that team competition thing. I think that's pretty dope. That they might have gotten something there. That when they came up with that idea, the more and more I watch it, the more I like it. Shout out to Bricks Nation. Salute. Appreciate you. Good to see you as always. Excuse me. Um Craig said, I was looking at some college highlights that was on cable the other day, and RJ was doing so many different dunks, two-handed dunk, one-handed dunks, was elevated in the air like nothing. What happened to RJ? Yeah, dude, he lost. Look, he didn't have the best level of air to begin with, but it was decent air. You know what I mean? But from rookie year or college year, whatever, to now, 4 or 5 years later, things have changed, man. Time happens, man. It is what it is. It's just it is what it is. Um, DJ Space Ghost is in the building. Salute, brother. Good to see you, man. Always a pleasure. Um, yeah, so let me see. Do I have this here? I think I do. Um, pew, 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 pew. Mm, mm, no, I guess I don't have it. Yeah, it's got to be here somewhere, right? Yeah. Bear with me, guys. I'm just looking for something that I had. You know, what? Yeah, it should be there. I'll bug it out. Yeah, it's one of them weird things where you do something and you just did it and now you can't find it. Allow. Oh, that damn download again. Where's Julian Blum? He understands my pain, bro. Now all of a sudden when I download something, it don't automatically download. It brings up this message asking me if I want to allow it. Yes, I want to allow it. I'm doing it. I can't deal. Oh man. Mac, man, come on, Apple. You got to do better. Stop trying to make things, complicated here, man. What we doing? It's annoying. Ah, Jesus Christ. Um, Craig says, Ron, do you think RJ has bad knees or does he just need to lose a lot of weight? I don't know if he has bad knees, but I do think he was sapped of a little bit of that juice, that Space Jam potion. Um, so I think coming into next season, he does need to come at things in a little better shape as far as cutting a little weight to help his speed might help him. Because honestly, the bully ball style for RJ, it's always been there. It's in him. He knows how to do it. He can drive left on anybody. Once he gets to that spot, he gets there. So he can do that. So I just think that he needs to cut a little weight. Maybe that'll help his speed, endurance, and allow him to be a little bit faster on the offense and the defensive end. So, yeah, I would agree that that's what he needs to do. But I don't think his knees are bad because, usually bad knee guys, they're the ones that are constantly icing their knees down. They got to be on the bike because, stuff is happening. Because when you got bad knees, sometimes it affects your back, all types of stuff, man. So, I don't think he's there yet. He's still very young, 22 years old. He just got to get you might have to just shed a little weight, and then work on his core. Your core is a lot to your body, so work on his core and get that a little stronger. That might help him. You and me both, brother. You and me both. I can't wait till Mitch comes back with the addition of Hart and the Knicks having confidence because the Knicks. This is the same Knick team, guys. Now all of a sudden they're playing better defense because they have more confidence because Hart is there. They see Hart as a dog. He's going after it. They're like, oh yeah, okay, we got one. We can do that with them. And that's why they're playing better. It's all about confidence. It's not about the ability. It's the same guys. So that's how it is. And also, I will say, in fairness, when you have a better defensive player out there, when Tibbs wants to run his little defensive sets and they work better. So it all looks better too. Um, Craig says, I think he would get more calls. RJ, that is, if he was lighter like he was in college. Maybe true. It might I definitely think it might have improved his effectiveness at the rim, just being able to finish. Although he hasn't been finishing that bad this year. That's been one of the stronger things. Everything else has kind of taken a backseat, but the finishing at the rim has been much better this year. Um, all right. So what did I just had it. So this is what it was, guys. Just so we're looking at it again. If anybody didn't watch it, the slam dunk competition was that featured Kenyon Martin Jr. from Houston Rockets, Mac McClung from the Philadelphia 76ers, Trey Murphy the third from the New Orleans Pelicans, who I would love to have on the New York Knicks, but that's besides the point, and Jericho Sims for our beloved New York Knicks. And of course, Mac McClung was the winner and he took home the trophy. So shout out to him. Good job. He did the damn thing. You know what I mean? He did the damn thing. So good for him. But there was also other competitions that happened. You know what I mean? There wasn't just that. Time has gone by, and we can't forget there was also a 3-point competition. You know what I mean? With our guy Julius Randle. You know that was a interesting one. um, let me see here. Oh, I did it again. I did it again. Oh, I hate this, guys. I hate typing on the wrong damn thing. Uh okay. All right. So there we go. Now I got it. Yeah. There it is. See, does this show up okay? That looks a little weird. Let me do it again. I don't know why that looks like that. There we go. That looks better. Okay. So yeah, guys. So that was the dunk competition, right? And then the 3-point competition. Ugh, man. So we had Tyrese Halliburton from the Indiana Pacers. We had Tyler Hero from the Miami Heat. We had Buddy Hield from the Indiana Pacers. Kevin Huerter from the Sacramento Kings. Damian Lillard from the Portland Trailblazers. Laurie Marketing of the Utah Jazz. Julius Randle, the New York Knicks, who was replacing Anthony Simons from the Portland Trailblazers. And then we had Jason Tatum from the Boston Celtics. So in the end, this came down to, the two Indiana Pacer guys, Buddy Hield, Tyrese Halliburton, and Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard wound up having the best night, and he was crowned the 3-point competition champion. But Julius Randle was out there. He put up a stinker. I think he finished with 9 points, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I think it was 9 points. And it didn't look pretty. And obviously there's a meme running around of Julius's son and his face during Julius's competition. It's just it's fun and games. It is what it is. But there's a lot of Nick fans out there on Twitter and other places that are a little upset. And I can kind of understand where they're coming from because they're making a big deal about Julius Randle because one, he wasn't the obvious pick to be in this competition and he didn't fare well. But Kevin Huerter, who was a good 3-point shooter, did worse than Julius, and they're not making a big deal about him at all. And that's the thing. That's kind of like what some people say there's a New York Knicks bias. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I mean, they could be right, man, because that's some wild stuff. Kevin Herter did much worse than what Julius did, and he's not getting the same flack at all. So, what's that about? Yeah. Miami got Kevin Love and Cody Zeller. Uh, uh, that might work for them. Yeah, because Cody Zeller helps to spell Bam, because Bam needs a little help out there, you know. Because when Bam's not in there, well, who do they got really doing anything? And then Kevin Love helps stretch the floor and give them another 3-point option. Um, because honestly, they have some trouble scoring sometimes. And some of the guys that really did things for them last year have come kind of back down to earth. And then we know the whole deal with like heroes, sometimes heroes there, sometimes heroes not. And then Duncan Robinson, that's a whole nother story. So yeah, maybe it might be good fit for Miami. They might have done something there. Pudge Nice says sign Thaddeus and Mello. I watched this thing on YouTube earlier today. Let me see if I can give him credit. Go to my saves, my watch stuff, and see. Um, Come on, Ron. Try to be a nice guy. You can't find what you need. Yes, MJ2K all day. Shout out to MJ2K all day because he did a really good in-depth 16 plus minute video about why Carmelo Anthony is banned from the NBA. And I got to tell you guys, watching that video, it sucks. But it kind of did show a road from Carmelo. It showed how he looks like he started off as one of the best, the hardest person to guard in the NBA, winning at all levels until he got to the NBA, being an all-star 10 times, you know, being voted to the top 75 best players in the NBA history, all these things. Um, Getting the Knicks to the second seed. Do you guys remember that? I don't know if you remember that. Knicks was second seed in the East going into the playoffs. Second seed. They won 54 games. Um, so yeah, he's done some things, and especially, Denver Mello was a beast. So that's a whole other story. But the point is, they say he followed the money. It looks like every chance he got when it came to the money, instead of doing something that might better his opportunity to win, he took the money. Um, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's the knock on him, that he always chases the money or not. I'm not sure. But yeah, like, him getting blackballed the first time around might have been personal. Because you guys remember what happened with Linsanity. Apparently, Melo wasn't happy with some of the treatment he was being given in favor of Linsanity. Um, Mike D'Antoni wanted Melo to take a back seat to Linsanity's game. He wanted to feature Jeremy Lin and have Melo take a secondary role. I mean, do I don't think that was right. Uh, as much as I know how Linsanity carried us throughout that stretch, that's like if Linsanity was on the Lakers and RIP Kobe was there and Kobe was hurt, right? And Linsanity did the same thing with the Knicks that he did it with the Lakers. When Kobe comes back healthy, you want Kobe to defer to Jeremy Lin? Like, what are we talking about here? And I'm not comparing Carmelo Anthony to Kobe, but he was on that level as far as being an NBA star player. So, like, what are we doing here? I don't know why that made sense to D'Antoni, and he made it such a big deal about it when Carmelo could have still been the star, and Linsanity could have still Jeremy Lin could have still had his role and been the second part of this whole mix that they had. Like, Jeremy Lin didn't earn anything prior to that Linsanity moment. He didn't earn anything for years in the NBA. Carmelo Anthony at that point was already in the league for like 8, 9 years. I don't know how many years it was. It was like 8 or 9 years, something like that. He had already shown that he was a money player. Like, he built that up. Like, how do you just take that away from him and tell him, no, now you're second fiddle. We want to run things through Jeremy. Uh yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But whatever. So apparently, if you guys remember, Melo was out of a job and he didn't have a place to go. Then Houston picked him up and he was only there 10 days. If you guys remember, Mike D'Antoni was the coach at Houston. So it's no coincidence that he only lasted 10 games there and he was out of there. So I just think they set him up. It was messed up, but that's what happened. That is what happened. Um and then they were saying that he didn't want to take a lesser role, like he didn't want to come off the bench. And at that time, Melo was a little stubborn. He didn't see it yet, but eventually he did it. Like, Portland got him, and in Portland he played that role. For the first year, he was a starter, and he gave them 15 points per game, something like that. And he shot 38% from three, or was it 41%? It was either 38 or 41. And then the next year, he came off the bench and gave them 13.8 points per game. And this is all me trying to remember it off the top of my head. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And he shot either 31 or 41% from three at that point, which, by the way, is still better than most guys on our current Knicks team. Just saying. And then he went to LA after being blackballed for more time. Well, actually, I think he went to then he went to LA after that, right? Because OKC was prior to Houston, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think that's correct. So yeah, man, it's just it is what it is. He might have chased the bag, and it kind of messed things up for him. And then the rest of his NBA life caught up to him with age and stuff like that. Because I forgot about that too, guys. I forgot that the big three was supposed to be Wade, LeBron, and Carmelo. But Carmelo, instead of opting out at the end of the season so that he could sign with Miami like they wanted, he decided to take the money with the Knicks. Listen, I'm not mad at it because he was a Knicks fan. That's his home team. He wanted to be here. I'm happy about that. But that was his chance to be the big three, and they would have won a championship. So, it is what it is. Bo Ismail is in the building. What's good? What's up? What's up? Salute. Shout out to you, my brother. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Knicks 100 said Melo deserves nothing. He took his career for granted. Maybe true, man. Maybe true. Ashley Inc. was good. Wiz, salute to you, my brother. He said, I am good with the squad we have for the rest of the year. I'm looking to see who we draft this summer and not necessarily getting a superstar. I hear you. We may not need a superstar. We just need the right pieces, the right role players that play solid defense and play smart basketball. And if you can score a little bit, even better. Because we can score. We put up points. And I see what you're saying. You wish Ja, Zion, and Shaden were in the slam dunk competition. That would have made it interesting. Randle is on Giannis's team. I know, man. Let's speak it into existence, bro. Well, hopefully it's Randle getting Giannis to come to the Knicks and not Randle going to Giannis. We don't want that because most likely what we get back is not going to really move the needle for our Knicks. Yeah. Salute, my guy Drugs. What's good, man? Appreciate you, bro. Hope everything's going good with you and yours. Good to see you. Yeah, man. So it is very interesting what we got going on. And speaking of Julius, we're talking about him in a negative light because of the fact that he was in 3-point competition and didn't fare well, which it is what it is. Like I said, he had an opportunity, he did it. Maybe that was a dream of his growing up to be in a 3-point competition. Why not? Big men, uh, you know, don't usually get the opportunity unless you're a guy like Reggie Lewis or somebody like that. So he had his moment, he took it. More power to Julius, man. This is the Julius redemption ride, man. Everybody aboard, yo. All aboard. I'm with it. Um, I am definitely with it, bro. So, speaking of Julius, well, you know what? Before I get to Julius, let me show a little love to this guy. You know what? Because so far, up until this point, he has had the best All-Star weekend. Oh, that's right. That's our guy, Quentin Grimes, folks. And he was on Team Joakim Noah. I'm not going to show you guys all the teams. Who cares? It is what it is. They break it up into teams. A lot of guys in there. Whatever. Point is, this team got busy. That's the point. Um. Let's see. And they put on a really good show. Really good show. What was the name of Deron Williams? Okay, yeah. So the team names were as Pau Gasol, Joakim Noah, Deron Williams serves as the coaches of the three teams comprised of the NBA rookies, and the sophomores was Jason Terry, led the G League players. Right? Yep. Oh, what? Sorry. It was the rookies and sophomores were on the Pau Gasol, Joakim Noah, and Deron Williams, and the G League players was Jason Terry. That's what it was. Okay, I didn't want to confuse that up. And Team Pau is the winner. They were the winner of the competition in total, led by Jose Alvarado, who got the MVP. Good for him. Let me tell you, that kid, no matter what limitations you may think he has height wise, that kid is a dog, man. Salute to him. He continues to impress and do his thing in this NBA, man. But yeah, this team, Joakim, had Evan Mobley on it from the Cavaliers, Josh Giddey of the Thunder, Jalen Williams of the Thunder, Jeremy Sokan of the Spurs, Quentin Grimes of our Knicks, Jabari Smith Jr., Jalen Duren of the Pistons. Oh, sorry, and Jabari Smith Jr. is on the Rockets, for those who may not know, and Tara Eason of the Rockets. So shout out to Quentin Grimes, man, because Quentin Grimes did the damn thing, you know. He went out there and did it. He was not playing around. Let's take a look at what he was doing out there while he was there. Oh, okay. Got a little play here. Pass to Quentin. Little alley oop dunk. Okay, Quentin. We seen you do that before, haven't we? It's nice to see it again. I like when Quentin gets aggressive and he can be featured, man. Show what he can do out there. Because we've seen it. Summer League. This is not nothing new. Quentin got this in him. Look at this. Whap. Don't reach. If you reach, I teach. Oh, sorry. That was a Chris Smoove reference. Y'all know who that is, right? Oh, backdoor dunk. I would love to see some of that in a Knick uniform. I don't see enough of this, I'll tell you that. But that's part of the Knick system. They don't do enough of this. Tom, let's go. Wake up. Right here. Got a good defensive stop. Outlet pass. Quentin Grimes with another easy bucket. That's a nice transition dunk. Oh, Quentin with the oops, excuse me. I'll take that. Oh, and then you know what? Let me take this too. Bang. And that was the game winner in this game to finish that game out. That's how you do it, Quentin. All right. And then we got another game here. Look, little outlet right to quit. Boom. Another three. Wappies. Quentin was on one, man. This is the rim look like a big old huge. Look at this. This is how you know heat check. Mm-hmm. Cash. You see it? Is he done with the heat checks? I don't know. Hey, Quentin. Oh, watch yourself. Oh, look at you. Oh, sorry. Look at the pass. This is Quentin, man. This is what we got, guys. This is why the Knicks don't want to give him up. Look at this. Let me give it up to him. Oh, let me get the ball. Oh, whap. Bang. Look at the splash. Look at him looking over at the bench. Let's go. Look at Joakim Noah. Like, yeah, that's why I put you on this team. Look at the net. Look at how it's splashing. You know he's locked in. He ain't touching no rim on that. Little defense. Oh, look at you. What you doing? See, stop sleeping on Quentin Grimes, man. This is why the Knicks don't want to give this kid up. Oh, another heat check right here. Look at you. Look, let's see what you got. I'll size you up. Oh, whap. Come on now, man. Talk about Quentin Grimes here, folks. Quentin doing the damn thing, man. Shout out to my guy. Let's go, Quentin. Let's go. Ah, man. I'm just saying. I'm just trying, and this is what yeah, I hear you, Knicks 100. This is what I've been saying. This is the type of thing. Like, as much as I know, I like that Thibodeau has certain principles on defense that make this team better. If we had a coach that kind of opened up that offense, I'm just saying, we might see some things. Just saying. Um, yeah, Joe Kim unlocked Grimes. That's crazy. Maybe we should resign Noah. That's funny, man. Shout out to surveyed 100 people. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I agree, Bo Ismail. He does play. He plays hard, man. That's a good kid. Good principles, good defense, good work ethic. He's another good player to have if you can get him. Knicks would love to have a guy like that who's scrappy, and he's probably going to turn into a really good 3-and-D guy going forward for his career. Like, as he gets more reps and gets those shots up, he's going to be. I think he's going to become a lot more consistent. But his defense is there, and as he starts to learn, as I tell everybody when I talk about defensive players when they're young, they got to play. They got to learn the guys in the league, the NBA, their tendencies. They got to learn what these guys like to do, and that'll help you play better defense. Because once you know, oh, this guy likes to go right. Oh, this guy always wants to go between his legs twice before he does that. It's like little things that they learn, but that comes in time, and they need, this is rookie years for a lot of these guys. So it's going to be a few years. Like, you can see them getting better, but it's going to be a few years before you see them like really good, and you're like, oh, wow, that kid's nice. You'll see. Just take some time. Yeah, man. But like I said, I didn't want to take too much time. I know I hope these guys are still on. My guys Keese and Stephen Foxy are on doing their sports vibes things, and whoever else may be doing a show before the All-Star game or what have you. I don't want to take up too much time. But before I got out of here, excuse me, I did want to talk about All-Star. That's right, guys. The All-Star Julius Randle. Look at them numbers, folks. 24.8 points on the season, 10.8 rebounds, and 4.1 assists. This is great numbers, man. This is a fantastic season. Fantastic season. So let's not mistake it. Julius is getting busy. Very good for Julius. Fantastic. I'm very happy for him. Proud of him. Proud of the steps and the strides he's made this year to kind of keep his emotions in check. Proud of everything he's done as far as bigging up his teammates, picking his teammates up off the ground, talking to them, huddling up with them, getting their confidence up, telling them when they did something wrong, and also giving them praise when they do something good. So shout out to Julius Randle. And I'm happy that he's an all-star. I don't expect him to do much in this particular all-star game because all-star games are what they are. They go to the favorites. It's usually a lot of guard oriented play, or like the flashier scorers like the Jason Tatums of the world and stuff like that. So we'll see. Like if Julius comes into it and he gets a couple shots and maybe he knocks down a couple threes, I mean, anything can happen. But yeah, shout out to him, man. Julius deserves it. And I'm happy that the league and the fans haven't turned their back on him. He had a really tough season last year, and it wasn't a good look for him or the Knick organization. So I'm happy he was able to turn it around. And I think all Knick fans should look at it that same way. Let's praise him for what he's been doing, and he's our guy, man. We may still need, we need more to help us get to that next level. But what we got right now is pretty damn good. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not too bad, not too shabby. Yeah, man. So shout out to Julius. The All-Star game starts at 8 p.m. I don't know if I'm gonna be watching. I'm just being honest. It's not really my cup of tea. But I wish Julius the best, and I can't wait to see what happens. In the second half of the season. Speaking of the second half of the season, guys, what are your expectations out there? What do you guys think you can expect from this Knicks squad? I've seen a lot of different people breaking it down, other content creators. I think there's 22 games left, if I'm not mistaken. Teams, Knicks schedule. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I should just look at the record. I'm doing this the hard way. Come on, Ron. We got to be better. We got to, and we will. Knicks are 33 and 27. Yeah, so 22 games left. I didn't even have to do all that. 33 and 27. 22 games left. To win 40, they only have to win 7 out of 22. That seems very easy. I think the Knicks can do that without trying too hard. So could the Knicks win 10, make it 43? 10 games out of 22. I think the Knicks can do that pretty easily as well. So I'm basically locking the Knicks in for 43 wins. If you guys remember in the early part of the season, I said the Knicks will win 45. Then after just watching how they played, I wasn't feeling too good about it. So I changed it to 43. I think the Knicks will win 43 games pretty easily, pretty, comfortably. But they might be able to do a little bit more than that, man. They might be able to do a little bit more than that. I don't know about winning 50 games, though. I don't know about that. I know some people still got that 50 burger on their mind. I mean, that's a tall task. That's winning 17 out of 22 and only losing 5 games. I don't know. That's tough. It could happen. They could do it if they go on a run. And I do think the Knicks are primed to go on a run right now. I said that before. Once they got Josh Hart, I'm like, we're gonna go on a run. I don't know. It's a possibility. What you guys think in the chat? You think the Knicks got it in them to win 17 out of 22? And mind you, those last few games, the better teams are going to be resting players. You guys remember last year when Obi got busy and quickly got busy because there wasn't a lot of players playing. So, those might be some gimme games you could steal at the end. Parrish Duggar says first quarter MVP. Yeah, he definitely is a beast in the first quarter. Danny Landon says, do you think we will sign anyone from the buyout market to fill the roster spots? I'm not sure, man. If I had to think, some people keep saying Thaddeus Young. I mean, if we get him for the veterans minimum, he might be a good complimentary piece because he plays defense and he could score a little bit from different parts of the court and knock down an open three. He might be a really good fit if if he's available. We get him for the veteran minimum. I don't think there's anybody else right now that I really see that I think works, because other guys got scooped up already. And then there's some other guys that I don't think the Knicks should even touch. Just because you're available don't mean they should go get you. Oh, and guys, just another thing that shout out to the MJ2K all day. Another thing that he pointed out, in Melo's best season, he scored 28.9 points per game, something like that. That was his best season in the NBA. He won the scoring title that year. I mean, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is averaging like 30 this year. You know what I mean? Like, the game has changed so much. It's such a 3-point oriented game that guys are scoring more points. So Melo's achievements don't look as exciting now as the way they were in his era. See, in his era, they were something to praise. You had to respect it. And I think some people lose sight of that too. They don't realize how good Melo was because the game is changing so much and guys are scoring so easily with these 3-point shots, and you're able to put up so many. Back in the day, not only was the game played differently, but coaches didn't want you taking so many 3-point shots. Like when Melo first came into the league, that's not how big guys were playing. They were still in the in-between phase. They were still shooting twos and stuff. Threes kind of came a little bit after that. They started. Obviously, we know when Steph Curry came into the league. I mean, they were shooting threes, but like that was different when Steph came into the league. We'll see. Yeah, Knicks 100 said maybe we upset the Bucks. Yeah, stuff like that could be important to us winning more games than originally predicted. 48 might be a nice number. 46 might be a nice number as well. Like those are numbers that are a lot more obtainable. Like I could see the Knicks winning 15 of 22, so they could get 48 wins. And then 46, that's the Knicks winning 13 of 22. That's also obtainable. So yeah, I mean, it's realistic. These two numbers right here are actually crazy enough. They're realistic right now with the addition of Josh Hart and how they're playing basketball. It's a possibility. So we'll see what happens, man. Big task at hand said the Knicks need that 5th seed to get the Cavs. I'm with you. I honestly, the 6th seed is okay. I don't really want it. I want that 5th seed or better. I'm with you. I think that puts the Knicks in a better position. Because I'll be honest, I told you guys before, I think I mentioned it on one of the other shows. If the road to the finals for the Knicks is the Cavaliers, the 76ers, and then Boston, I don't know, man. A good Knicks team playing smart basketball and this type of defense they're playing could do some things. I'm just saying. They may not have all the ingredients to really be a championship contender, but you might be able to upset some people on the way. You know what I mean? Like you never know. Like I think the Knicks can beat the Cavs, and I think the Knicks can beat the 76ers, to be honest, because as good as the 76ers are, they got some holes that you can expose. And as good as Joel Embiid is, he makes mistakes sometimes down the stretch, turnovers, costly, and I just don't think this James Harden is the best James Harden we've seen. So he might have a game or two where he can get busy, and you might lose those 2 games if James Harden contributes that way. But I think he might be able to do some things. So I'm just saying, you never know. And then Boston, well, do I think we could beat Boston in a 7-game series? Probably not. But do I think if the Knicks played the best brand of basketball, could they win a couple of those games? Yes. Maybe even force a 7-game. Maybe. I still think Boston's the better team, but maybe. You never know. Maybe. Yeah, man. So it's very interesting. We got to see what they can do. But like I said, I'm predicting 43 wins easy. And I'll be happy if they hit my original number of 45. Anything more than that is gravy. You know what I mean? But like what you guys are saying, I could see 48 being a real possibility as long as they play the same type of basketball we've seen. They can't take no nights off. You got to play the same way you came out and played Atlanta is how I want to see the Knicks play every game. And I don't know if they can do that, but let's not forget we're in a great position because not only are they playing this way, but we're getting Mitch back. And if Mitch doesn't take a long time kind of getting back up to speed, or if he just fits in nicely on the defensive end, we don't need much offense from Mitch. So if he could just fit in nicely defensively, the Knicks might be able to pull this off. They might not. They might even be able to win a 50 burger. You never know if they go on a nice run, but they got to play like really solid defense. That's defense first, and everything else comes second. And Jalen has to continue to be that confident option for the Knicks, and Julius has to continue to be that. They don't even need RJ to do this, to be honest with you guys. RJ could just do whatever he's doing and giving them. They could do this in spite of what RJ is doing. That's how good the Josh Hart acquisition is and how getting Mitch back can help this team. But if RJ does start to turn it around and play better, then watch out. Watch out. You never know, Bo Ismail. There's definitely a chance. That definitely could be the case. Definitely could be the case. Now I know it's time to go. Okay, Knicks 100. I like it though. I love the confidence, believing in your team. That's great, bro. I don't know about that, but I like listen. If you don't believe and they don't believe, then it ain't never gonna happen. You know what I mean? So I like that, bro. I like it. Good for you, brother. All right, guys. So, like I said, this was kind of a quick, abbreviated show. I just wanted to come on and talk a little Knicks stuff. I thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate that. Like I said, it's a impromptu appearance, but definitely check us out tomorrow night. Still Knicks fans, SKF Weekly, 9 p.m. As I always say, tell a friend who tells a friend who tells another friend. Still Knicks fans, we'll be back again. Whether it be usually on Saturdays at 11 a.m. for No Ledge, Mondays 9 p.m. for SKF Weekly, or on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. the Nothing But Knicks Network. That's NBK for the NBA report. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you for rocking with me. Hopefully you have a great rest of your Sunday. It's back to work for some people tomorrow, but it's President's Day for me. I'm off. I know some other people might be off, so enjoy the holiday if you have it off. If not, enjoy your day at work. Hopefully it's double time. Appreciate you guys. We'll go from there, man. We'll go from there. Let's wish for Julius to have a nice night tonight. You know what I mean? Yeah. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Smash that like button on your way out. Thanks for tuning into the show. Like I said, you guys are the best, man. You make this all worth it. You know what I mean? You make it all worth it. All right, let's get out of here.